So excited to be here today, all of us sharks and dragons and lions, and so humbled to be invited by the United Nations to learn about the Sustainable Development Goals and how we can contribute.
Look at this. Wow.
For the first time, I'm meeting sharks from other countries, and they have their version of Shark Tank, which is insane to think about, but now it really brings it home that it's a global impact.
Yeah. What you may not know is there are 50 versions of Shark Tank around the world, and some of them are called Dragon's Den and Lion's Den. Since the United Nations is about the global community, this is the perfect opportunity for sharks, lions, and dragons to come together for a global mission.
Welcome to the United Nations. We're here in the General Assembly Hall, which is the place where its membership meets. There are 193 member states who gather here. I think what's important here are really monumental things have happened. The Sustainable Development Goals were signed here in this hall in 2015. And we call the SDGs our blueprint for a better world. And it was just incredibly amazing to see the entire membership of the UN representing the whole world saying that we commit to coming together to make the world more just, more equal, more peaceful. We're also so excited to have leaders in business who know how to change the world.
We're here to learn things that we can implement sustainability to our businesses, and we can influence a lot of people, but also we can actually activate things ourselves with our own companies.
It's really great to have you here for this briefing with my colleagues so that we can delve in a little bit deeper into the issues, especially around sustainable development. Private sector leadership is essential. So you're going to hear from UN experts, and we hope that you'll lead with a better understanding of how the SDGs can be more integral to your decision-making.
Making sure that companies are more gender equal can unleash close to $12 trillion in new market value that is linked to the SDGs. That's simply $12 trillion that we're not looking at because women should be at the table, and they're not. The private sector employs 2/3 of the world's wage earning opportunities. Companies can create about 380 million jobs simply by integrating the SDGs into their operations. The right framing can really drive transformation.
I'm going to talk to you today about climate change, and I'm going to give you a lot of bad news. We have entered an entirely new era on the globe. We have changed the world as we know it. Despite all of that, I am an optimist because we know how to solve the climate crisis. We have to change energy systems. We have to revamp transportation. We have to transform farms and food. We have to protect nature. We have to green the economy. We know we have a long way to go. And this is why I'm so glad you're here, because your ideas about how we can get there. What are the types of businesses? What are the types of ideas that we need that are completely going to reframe how the world works?
Since the 1990s to about 2015, the world has gone through the highest rise in standard of living ever in this century. 1 billion people were lifted out of poverty. Rising standards of living were driven by trade and financing, and they were crafted by businesses, by private sector, by entrepreneurs, and by the United Nations. And we would like to think that that's the promise of the SDG agenda.
So I want to thank you again, sharks, dragons, and lions. I hope you got some inspiration here, some knowledge to take away, and we're really looking forward to collaborating with you going forward, and really appreciate your coming to the United Nations and spending this time with us today.
To me, the whole day was a wake-up call. What we learned today is that we have more power than we thought we had to make a difference in business. But now I'm going to choose different products, different businesses.
We need more intent. We can't just think it's going to solve itself, and I think we need to be more aggressive about our intentions on how to create a lot of changes needed yesterday.
It gets you thinking about your kids and their future kids and the world you want to leave behind for them.
The Sustainable Development Goals are a blueprint for a better future for everyone, everywhere. Join me and people all across the globe in taking action. Visit un.org/act now to learn more.